everyone, I'm Emma. Today I'll tell you about Minecraft competition speculation. So first, I'll show you the video of the contest. So I won second place and a 6th grader sister won first place, and it was very fun. So let me show you the speculation now. So the speculation is right over here. Building skills I learned. How to turn a book setting into a Minecraft build like my Alice in Wonderland world. How to use small details, furniture, plants, lighting to make builds feel alive. How to mix block textures and colors so they match the mood. I wanted a very magical, mysterious kind of vibe. I also learned the spectator mode. Everything looks see-through. Improvement plan. I have 6 plans to improve. I will plan my layout before building. I will add more hidden secrets for the judges to find. I will try new lightings and block combinations. I will make sure every spot matches the theme. I will polish the small details so the world feels alive. I will add my own twist to surprise everyone. Now let me show you the final one. Last time I showed you my Alice in Wonderland wasn't finished. So let me show you the real one that I sent to the competition. And definitely it's not only the forest and the cool garden. There's more. So I heard that there are some code words that you can use some cheats to make it better and prettier. So next time I would like to use some of those. Now let me show you my Alice in Wonderland. So here's one of the new places. Now let's go back to the place that I ended off with last time. You might be surprised later because it's so cool. So some rooms that I added are very many rooms that I added. There are so much rooms that I added so that you won't recognize all of those. I added almost all scenes in Alice in Wonderland that I thought was pretty imaginable, such as the narrow hallway with so many doors and keys that you'll have to do. And I also added some games of parts that I thought were so fun. There are a lot of dropping because in Alice in Wonderland, I thought for Minecraft the best parts were dropping down. So let me show you from the place that I left off last time. And if you don't know the place that I left off last time, then go and see the video. So here is the Cheshire Cat Maze right after what we left off last time. This one is the tea party of Mad Hatter. So here's what it looks like. Now let's start off from the place that we left off last time. So here is the magical garden with talking flowers. There are a lot of flowers, a lot of parrots like this. And the flowers talk. That was one of the points. And the rabbit is the one that we followed. So now let's open the door and go to the place. So close the door. And this is what it looks like. I built it underground so there are some rocks like that. But it's alright. So next time I wanted to change like adding more details. So I would add a new sky made of bricks because this kind of ruins the vibe, right? It has a rock coming down. It kind of is cozy, but I didn't like it. It says he's Mad Hatter and he loves tea. So the wall is like a refrigerator for some tea. And if you spin it, we can spin it like that. It's kind of cool. And he's eating cake. As you see, he's wearing a cool thing. And then here are some cakes. And some flying lanterns, what I told you last time how to do. Some bread, stored like stew and cookie for like a tea party vibe. This is what it looks like. I wanted here to be like cozy because tea parties are normally warm colored. Here was my favorite place. Here is my favorite place. This is the Cheshire Cat Maze. So I added some cats on the walls. and I hear a zombie soon. And I made it with diamond, this rose felt, and purple thing. So if you open, which way should we go? There are two ways. I think this place would be the best place to go. It says, it's the wrong place, so I'll leave and come back. This is a kind of a maze without any bad things that will be happening. So I'll go this way then, this time. So there are not a lot of bad things gonna happen. I'll go this way, I guess. Now, which way should I go? It's both open. This is one of the bad ones because there is water, but not too much water. Now this one is the right one. Now let me show you the Queen of Hearts, the main villain known in Alice in Wonderland. Look at this. In the doorways there are only red in here. I wanted to make this room look very, very cool and scary, so I used a dark tone, and for the queen, gold. So these are the heads of the people that she had murdered, and she said, off with their heads. Now there are some roses, because rose is one of the symbols. Now here are these carved people. Here, the name is Queen of Hearts. The queen might look at us. Now let's leave. I made here with mud, like this, so there's this kind of sound. Now let's go down. It says here in this key, it can only open one magical place. Let's see which one it could open. Is it here? Oh, no, it isn't. Is it here? No, it isn't. Let's try there. Ooh, it is here. Now inside here, there will be two presents waiting for us. One, a tea, one, a cake. If I ate the cake, I must go in here. I became so big that I can't even fit in this room very properly. Now, if I eat the potion, I must come in here. This was the hardest place to bake because this was the largest place to bake. So that's the teapot and that's the cake. You became so small that everything became so large. So I didn't use any cheese because it wasn't able in the contest, but I still made that big and small one. Now up here. Here's one of the most popular places that I made, and it's one of my favorite except the Cheshire Cats. This is a place where they law thing, and the queen is here to choose who is off with their heads. They're claiming they stole my cake, and they're claiming, well, we didn't, and it is still fine. Now, this one is one of the places where I made a little game, a mini game for things that I thought was fun. So, the task is first bring one empty pot and one pot, and then if you go down like that, then we might die, right, guys? So, for us to not die, we will have to do something very fun. And we will have to jump down, and with this water bucket, we have to push it down the moment we die. And here is the rabbit hole. I'll do this at the last because I'll do it in survival mode, and then I'll actually die. So before I show you that game, here is a little white place to go through. And here's a big Alice with golden hair. And I used the eyebrows for buttons. Last I told you, it's a really good one. And it was pretty cool. This is the end where it says, you are Alice and you get to choose what the ending is. Now, let me show you the rabbit hole game. I thought you guys would like it because it's kind of not a choosing one. So let me change it into settings. So let me default personal one, survival. So I actually have these kind of lives. Why is my life at 3? Ooh, I lived, and that was a good one. Like that, you play this game. Now, for last, let me show you. Now for last, let me show you a new mode. That's pretty cool. And it's not adventure, it's not creative, it's not survival. And it's also not anything that you probably would know. But before, let's go to the front. So this one is a very special one. It's called Spectator, the one that I told you before in the slideshow. And this is where I told you everything becomes, well, clear, if I shall say. So this is the place where I made it. So this is a very big map, if I say. So this is a tree where Alice starts her travel. Here's a little hallway that she passes through to get to this parrot room. Then here's the Mad Hatter's Tea Party room. Then it goes all the way to Cheshire Cat Maze, which is pretty big if you ask me. It's really big, I believe. Now here's a Queen's Place. And then we go down with this little maze kind of stuff. I added like fire ones because when I worked it became too dark. Now down here it is this room. And if you just pass through there, then it becomes here, which is the cake room right over here and the other cake room. And then here is this place. And then here is the game place where we did our games. So this is underground. That's why you heard zombies during my play. And if you just go up from the diamond room where I ended, this is about where I ended. This is where the Alice is. So if I go up from here, this is nowhere to be seen about that tree that I just started off of. So I have to go all the way. This is the distance that I made, and I go under and up. So probably the distance of the things that I made, if I just light them all across, would be about here, which is about, if I see the starting, I have to move a bit, about till here, because here's the tree. So it's a really long map if you just put it across, if you imagine that. So I showed you spectator mode, survival mode, and my endings and things that I spectated off of, and also the things that I reflected off of. I hope you enjoyed today's video, seeing my reflection of this contest and how I thought I could improve, and the things that I liked and other plans that I could do. Thank you for listening. Bye!